MSI has started, and so I have decided to go into BLG versus GAM. The reason why, I watched the other series live, all 5 games, and I just don't have time to do every single series every single day. So, we have GAM, who are definitely not nearly as good as CFO. I would say that the biggest highlight of players are Artemis and Kiaya, but Artemis did not really win out in particular teamfight situations, which was unfortunate. As for BLG, of course, they have like very strong players, right? They have Bin, Knight, Elk, but their performances have been pretty iffy. And so what we're really looking towards is not like the players themselves just winning out individually. What I really want to see is just their team play. Like, can they play together and accelerate together correctly? And if they do, then great. If they can't, yikes. I mean, a lot of people don't have them highly rated, and for good reason. And yeah, I mean, if they fix this one part, then that can change.
But in terms of GAM, I expect the top side to be the priority in terms of the early game. Because we're talking about GAM, do like to try and enable Kiaya on the top side of the map.
Looking at the comps, I mean, I don't mind what GAM have in the end of the day. I mean, Maokai Rumble, you have a Corki, they have a lot of damage. Nautilus into Alistar is not half bad. But really, their comp is perfectly fine. I mean, the Poppy is not even nearly that great into this game. I'm not sure why they ended up having Poppy, but they do. And Bessa can take over versus the Rumble, but it's not a guarantee.
But GAM, of course, here, no stranger to the international stage. Second C4, the LCB, this is their 4th MSI appearance. Levi, definitely one of the big standout players. If you've been watching international for a long time, you know this guy, you love this guy. Kiaya as well, really has been a mainstay and has been such a part of their success all over these years. And I mean, 9 international events, that tells the story. Pretty incredible.
So he went W start, which allows him to control the brush a little bit better. But the only thing that I gotta say about this is that sometimes like Nautilus is also like taking hook. Yes, the Alistar could just Q it. But depending on your pick, you can kind of get some decent chip damage on the as the AD side. Seems a little weird that these guys are clearly game level 2, and On is kind of like trying to cheat it out, but Elk has to... Man, that kind of just sucks.
Another hook is going to come in and does land onto Elk. Elk trying to turn this round, has the 4th shot, gets Artemis.
Very even trade. But the Poppy is pathing down. They don't know this. Poppy's pathing down, and the Maokai's pathing up. So they kind of have to like finish this out, or else it's going to be pretty bad for them. I mean, the wave is stalling, so this is like, I mean, I'm definitely very worried. They know they also did not move toward their dead. Oh, shit! What? Okay, what is Elk doing? Elk is just... Oh, wait, did Elk didn't force shot the fucking 80, did he? No, I don't think so. But also, I don't know why he moved forward, because he's just doing absolutely nothing. Oh my god, what a tragedy. I mean, that's pretty awful. I mean, that's very awful. The Maokai clears his camps first. The Poppy never got around to the crab, so the Maokai can double crab. He's gonna be on top side first again, if they can make a play with Rumble. Their Varus is also very strong, so he also could just cheat it and just play for the dragon, which would be perfectly fine. Let's see. Oh, I really don't care on doing like, I get it, but oh my god. I mean, like, I get it. They get his flash, so they can play even more like this, but the problem is that now the Poppy, she's gonna keep clearing down, and he still needs to go do this shit. So it's like, what's he gonna do? He's not gonna stick around, right? Like, he's gonna do these camps, and then the Poppy will be on bot side, and then we have a 3v3. Yeah, he doesn't have flash, but it's a 3v3. It's not exactly what you wanted. And the Poppy's also wasting no time being pot side, because why? She cleared her top camps. So yeah, I really don't care for going for that play as Maokai. As Maokai, it was... I don't know, I really did see an avenue where he could just do 2 camps and do the drag. When the Poppy probably would not invade his Raptors without info being given to him, which, yeah, I mean, the second he showed down bot, he's like, oh, I bet he's gonna clear his 2 camps, so I'm gonna take you out. They're swapping but it's a really early swap. It doesn't, like, yes, the Maokai lands on top side. I guess the main benefit is that they can play for Crab. Maybe they can play for the blue. And that's about it. I mean, yeah, he's just gonna sit around for a long time doing nothing. And they're not getting, like, yeah, I mean, the worst thing about this is that the Nautilus should just be, like, the Nautilus when he sees the Alistar should not be letting this guy walk in. That's it. Like, he should be just sitting here, because obviously if this guy's here, Jin's even later, based on the bases, and don't give him access to this area. They are not allowed to be in the river. Because this ward, oh dude, this ward is so painful. Like, oh my god, the ward sucks because they see Maokai, so that's why, like, that's why Talia can move the way she can, because normally she would not move this way. You know, normally she would not be taking such an aggressive route, per se. And I mean, of course, they play for the camps, right? Like, I mean, I don't know why Poppy went in. If this is just a 4v4, there's no issue. They have full information, and Poppy should never go in. So Beichan is just doing the same dumb shit he was doing prior, which is really obnoxious. Knight killing himself for the support, that's awful.
Right now, is going to grab the honey fruit, and we'll be able to heal up quite a lot off of that.
But take into consideration that the first 3 kills secured by GAM, the warfare achievement, grabbed by them. First rank of the match still up as well, but it seems that these grubs are going to be the priority. Let's go back to replay. These Beijing starts to fight, now he's in a position to collapse. I don't know if they were expecting Levi to just turn on them and fight. Elio was right there with him.
Yeah, that was just...
The position of the war is more favorable for GAM because both Eno and Artemis are very safe. Artemis moves up the force line out of the fight.
God, they really need a different jungler, man.
Costing him his life. Giving that kill over to Eno just means things just continue to go away again.
Yeah, absolutely. In that replay, BLG was able to get 2 of the grubs. You can see GAM does take 1 for their trouble, so he's not going to give him the next one away. But Elio and Levi just grouping up here, heading over to Wood 4 dive on Alpha. There is no fun available. He doesn't have his flash for another couple seconds, and he is in so much trouble. There is the hook, and there is the kill. It's another one in the pocket of Artemis.
I mean, it's not bad, right? But, like, the thing is, after this situation's over, so he went straight back to the top. Once he clears this, there's a couple options that are laid out in front of them. How long is the Alistar dead for? But he's already full conditions on the map. And it looks like they took one...
He wants nothing to do with him right now.
Yeah, I mean, so the Corki pushed this out, so they have first mid move. Jin's basing, so you take 1 grub and out. That's what they're doing. But why is Alistar not top? Like, I guess because he got his wards. He must have gotten his, like, his wards at that time. So he wanted to base. So Jin should back up. But he doesn't. Because once Alistar's here, the dive is a lot harder. They could still do it, but it's a lot harder. And the Talia has TP as well to help answer it. And, like, they were just not prepared. I mean, the Poppy... I mean, I guess she'll get the dragon. Like, they're doing 2 things at once, right? Like, they're getting the drag and they're getting the plate. He did not invade the bot side, which... I mean, to be fair... I don't know why after Raptors he would not just go into the guy's bot camps. Like, he could have just taken the blue easily, but he, like, decided to do the red. It was too defensive, so he missed a chance to take some camps away. The Maokai wants to clear the rest of his camps upwards, and he's gonna buy... What the hell is he buying? Double giant spell with another... I mean, he's not going Heartsteel, is he? Because, like, what else would it be? Warmogs? Surely not.
Yeah, I mean, it looked very scary for them because they ended up losing CFO in their first run, but then they were able to get that over Team Secret. The win over Talon, I think, was the biggest surprise, especially the way in which they won it. And then pushing CFO all the way to 5 games was a really crazy run. Again, like, some of the consensus they weren't even the second best team from the LCB. There were question marks, they were down, so it was kind of a miracle they made it here, but...
Oh my god, he went Heartsteel Maokai. It's so awful. Oh my god, who told him to build this? I don't know.
Side of the sign to be completely across the board. The hard seal coming through from the Maokai, going more of a defensive and frontline tanky build.
I actually really like this because I do think when you are not solo AD, it's not worth it. There as well. GAM, it's a surprise. They jump over the wall. They take him down.
I mean, it's interesting because like they had, because these guys did not switch like fix their lanes yet. Like their duo showed it here, right? And so these guys don't know what the enemy duo is going to do yet. They see Corki, so now they know like they swapped around. They get a flash on Corki, like they get this guy's flash because this guy's trolling, right? The Poppy finished out our camps. This timer, because they're sending the Talia top, they don't have someone covering mid, but also they wave skipped it. You know, like, yeah, they wave skipped this. They just rushed bot. Huh. It's not bad in many ways because they got Mbessa flash and there's no objectives to take. So as long as they're chilling out, it works out. And no one has TP, so someone has to go bot to actually take this, but no one has TP. So they get a plate on Talia, but the Rumble gets to deny the wave and get some gold back into his own pockets. It's like, that's a good play by GAM. It's a good play, a very good play. But also Mbessa without flash just helps the Rumble, like lane. And look, he has Leandry, so he has equalized his itemization. Really good for him. The Dragon is a higher priority than the Herald, and that should be their focus. Like the Nautilus went top just to kind of cover a little bit. Ouch. I mean, the thing is, like, so this is a very classic thing to do as Mbessa, right? You E in, he gets slowed. You Q out, and then you Q2 again, and that's it. The thing is, if he gets hit by a slow himself, or stalled out, I mean, obviously you can tell if this guy's very close to overheating, it's very dangerous. His Poppy's not here, his Alistar's not here, and he has no flash. So he gets hit by the slow, can't fucking get out, gets hit by another slow. Oh fuck. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what Ben's doing here. Like that was, like honestly, like that is very forgetful. As a top laner, it's just, the only reason he died is because he doesn't have flash. And he's just not strong enough to fight Rumble inward like that. So rough. Really rough. Ben does have TP though. I mean, Levi's here. It's a 3v3, but technically a 3v4. Or a 4v3. Because the Talia has the R, right? To always join first. So this is the only reason why they're going for it. Absolutely. Only reason why they're contesting so aggressively.
Disrespect Knight and Ben and Elkanon. These guys have been here so many times before, but there's a fight breaking out. Elio could be in trouble. The seismic jump does connect onto Levi, but he is tanky enough to survive. Ben arrives with a TP, so does Kia.
So it's a good first kill. Also is able to tank out some of the damage.
You can see the ultimate coming out from Jin as well on flashes 4.
Man, the Poppy Alistar are fucking doing. Oh, ouch! Well played. That was awesome. That's exactly what we need to see. That was awesome by them. Damn. Like, look at this shit. Dude. Oh, shit. It was so well executed, actually. Comboed into Jin W, into the fucking Poppy E, which... I'm not sure if this actually stunned or not. But it was just very well played. And like, Nautilus can't really do anything at this point because he doesn't have flash. So he's just stuck. And Alistar's able to tank this shit out. They Poppy R the Varus, who's a very scary DPS. Man, very... Wow. I don't know. Very, very well played by them. I don't know. I don't know if you could even do anything different in that team fight. Like, I'm just looking at him, just like... Yep. Yep. Yep, they're that good. Yep. Shit. Okay, so this is a little odd because they have Nautilus running down to Corki, right? Corki already got the wave, and he has TP. They're also doing this Corki TP bot. Yeah, they had Corki TP bot, which based on like the wave state, I mean, okay, they're doing it because Harold's on top, right? So that's the only reason why they're doing this. And if they're gonna do it this way, then why does the Corki have to contest the Mbessa? You know, like, especially if you see the Taliyah top, like, this guy doesn't have TP. And you should not TP, by the way. Like, I think he ran down because he TP'd bot and they felt the need of it, but if he just saved it and sacked the CS, they would have a TP advantage for topside. So I guess they don't give a shit about that. So now they're splitting their focus on the entire map to just accept 1v1s. 1v1s, 2v2s, whatever.
Rushing for this first tower, which would get it for either team. Emo down here on the bot side, supported by Elio. It is important that they try to push for this.
Do you have the numbers advantage from the bot side of the map?
So they see Nautilus show bot, which means that Poppy can straight shoot it in, they'll get mid push, and they could go top again, and this guy's no Rumble R. So they're already shifting over, which then means these guys kind of have to go on them.
They are racing for it. Bin on the other side does pop the ulti. Elio tanking up the tower as much as he possibly can. Kiaya about to overheat, trying to run for it.
Bin is building up his
Gonna pop the ulti to try to tank up the tower. Bin is in
trouble. That's very aggressive.
There's the public execution, trying to take down
Oh, that's rough.
He's in the 1v2. Can he make it happen? The shield.
Ah, shit.
Bin, and he is back.
I mean, it's just like, you obviously have to get something done as Nautilus in this case, right? And I gotta admit, Bin, of course, should not just be like, I don't know, man. Because the first hook is pretty good, you know? Like, Corki's able to get a fuck ton of damage on this guy. He resets, then he just, all they have to do is hit the turret, and you're gonna do one more wave. You're not taking the turret on this wave. And the Corki does not need a W in. Because the guy's already done so, right? Like, the turret's gone. Bin tried to defend as long as he could. That's it. So they're trying to really, like, get the most out of it. And if for whatever reason, the Corki flashes, which I'm not really sure why. And then, yeah, Ben just waited for his CDs. And so he got his W shield, and then he got his Eclipse shield, which came back up. It's just, I mean, it was just you're just trading. You're just trading out bot and trade for top. Ah, shit. Taliyah just ate 2 turrets now.
Gets taken down. Bin pulls off the 1v2. As the W comes back up, he has the shield, he has the Eclipse shield, he is just making it happen, man. And that is the thing about this guy. You'll say all you want, but I think he is on fire so far. Now Artis is lunchable, he's gonna flash out, he's not gonna get anywhere. Elio could be next to fall. The equalizer's gonna use for Kiaya, but not so much effect whatsoever. And he comes base one in the arrow. They're just gonna let it crash to the tower. The tower's pretty low. Honestly, looking for the dive here. Emo trying to push it back, but they're really struggling to do so. What's gonna go wide there from Elio?
Shit. They have this stuff on. Okay, so what I'm witnessing here is, and of course, like, yes. At the end of the day, even though I think the Poppy pick is, like, not the greatest, but it's specifically because they're taking it with Taliyah, and if you do well with the Taliyah walls, yeah, the Poppy has some value in that sense. And they're getting a lot of value out of it. The Alistar, Poppy, Taliyah are kind of running the game. Ouch. But, like, this guy has no flash, right? Clearly, there's a deep push top, right? Like, this is, like, look at this shit. Look who's showing on sides. Usually when both your guys are showing here and no one's showing on their side, you have to wait a little bit. Like, you can't just contest this like normal because you don't know what the hell they're doing. And if you look at the vision on bot side, Alistar showed, but Taliyah did not show yet. And then by the time they're trying to figure out what to do, it's too late. He's dead. And of course, him dying just further hurts things because, like, keep in mind, it was a dragon timer. So, like, the dragon's coming up. Yeah, no shit, they're probably going to be around mid. Like, there's a good chance they'll be around mid. And this is the problem I had with GAM, in that when watching GAM, it wasn't just because they were just, like, a lesser team compared to CFO. It was the fact that they just couldn't help themselves when making taking, like, just like moving around the map. Like, they just had deaths pile up that shouldn't pile up. And I feel so bad about that, because it's like, they have some pretty decent players, but if you can't control these ints, these deaths, I mean, it's literally like me playing Clash with the boys, you know. I think some of us are decent, but we kind of just have random deaths that just occur, and then it just, when one person dies, you have to wait for everyone to respond, like the guy to respond, to properly contest, and it just kind of prolongs things, and so GAM's is suffering. Yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, like, this fight here, so let's look at this fight here. So Talia's getting the push bot. She has TP, or she does not have TP. Okay, no TP on her, they have double TP. This is like a chance play, right? I mean, the Varus is on mid. You don't know it yet until now, but the Nautilus actually already started shifting upwards. So they're gonna TP. Like, I would TP right away on the wave, and I'm going for this. Like, the Corki should have already been halfway into this. And if that was the case, the Corki would be hitting him like now. That's bad. Like, I just want to say, what Bin is doing here is bad. This is bad, Bin. This is bad. You're flipping the game for no reason when you clearly know that your Talia is gonna have a shift soon, and that's what you're playing on. And your Alistar coming into the map. So again, this is why BLG, you know, they have good players, but teamwork-wise, like, the timing of their plays can be pretty off, and this is one of those situations. And this play did prolong long enough, but now it's like, Mbessa is half HP. You're really gonna TP her back into this? And so, like, now look at this. Like, Talia's going. How many... Guys, remember how we do this. There's 2 people. Literally 2. I'm not counting this guy, because he's 1 all the way over here. They're 5. If you do this ulti, okay, fine. We do this ulti, and then it becomes 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. But they're so close together. Look how close together they are compared to this. Why are we doing this? like literally the second they push them up top, you know what Talia does? She shoves mid. Do you know what you do? You wrap back into here, and you actually make your play around this area. Like, Alistar would straight shoot here, Talia can wall them off, and you probably get mid tier 2. That's what they get out of this play. If, like, again, I don't like the play from the start with Bin, but this is what you get. What did they do instead? He's attacking solo, almost dies, and honestly, he probably should have died. I mean, Nautilus could just ulti him now. To be honest, he could just ulti him now, and probably would just lose his flash, and that would be the end of the play. But even now, like, I don't know. It was not a smart play. It was not a smart play.
Result in a huge amount. Summon spells were burnt on the side of Elio, along with the flash being used by H1 and Bin. Those summon spells could be crucial, but the next objective still a minute away from the Baron. I think we're really staying outside on that Dragon Soul for BLG, 2.5 minutes away. I think that priority is going to be pushing in these sideways, getting good vision coverage around the side of the map, potentially looking for a few more picks.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's going to be up to GAM to try to get as strong as possible again and have the proper setup to try to deny this from BLG. When you're playing a comp like this, Corki Varus, you're so reliant on your poke. We talked about it during the draft. If you are a Pokemon and you're playing an Ocean Soul, things are tough. So we'll see if they can find a way to make it happen, but you're looking at the map right now, and there's just not really any wards in the area for GAM. You can see that Elio's trying to get over there, trying to reestablish some vision control. Bin here, getting chased down by PI. The rest of the team is coming in. We'll see if they can find Mariato Blast. Levi's right there, slow, and in comes Levi. Public execution going to be used, and he is just trying to waste their time. And BLG on the other side of the map are looking for a play. They do get the shutdown, but again, it costs them the...
I mean, they're able to get a pick on the side, which feels great. I mean, especially because, like, if you look at the map, Bin doesn't need to contest this anymore, by the way. Like, they're pushing out top. Someone on either top or bot needs to shift. Okay? That's all it is. Now, seeing as how Talia has flash, ideally, probably Bin should move. Oh, you know what? No, not Bin. Talia should move. The reason why? It's Talia should move because she's going to be the 1 to your 4. And you're going to get Rumble R, probably. And so you're going to bounce back over and switch over again. That's all you're looking to do.
We'll see if
you're just looking to peel the tier 2s. But why are you moving topside to get brief vision And you can't even contest the top wave high. You're not contesting the mid wave high.
GAM, you can see
And it's like you're playing a 1-3-1, which is just not really realistic. And you know what GAM does? GAM's like, well, I mean, like, it's not like we can contest mid. It's not like we can contest top. So we're just going to straight shoot it here because you're literally showing in this pocket. And that's on Bin, and that's also on just his team in general. Like, it is literally on his team. And so if they do end up getting this turret, cool. But it's a non-cannon turret, they're gonna get it. Cool, alright, we got a turret, but it cost us a life? Probably bad. Like, you don't really need to sacrifice a person to make that play. Okay, so we TP bot, but Talia should do another wave. Again, that makes no sense. He must have had an item. Oh, he had like 1,200 gold. But I don't give a shit about that. I'm gonna be honest, I actually don't give a shit about him spending that money. Like, it would make way more sense for him to have shoved out bot properly, and it would look better. Maokai actually has a lot of stacks on his hard seal. Like, for a competitive game, he actually does have a lot of stacks.
Good job of controlling that mid wave. On
they are very stacked as On's going to go in, and Bin is here to support. On in a lot of trouble, but he is going to survive as he flashes out, and the Nautilus falls on the other side. Kiaya running for the hills.
That's it. I mean, unfortunately for the Maokai, he's just not very tanky, and so, like, when they're contesting this and they get this,
in a tense situation, GAM recognize that they need to gain some space, but their vision coverage is very limited, and Elka is doing a good job of controlling that mid.
I mean, it's just too hard, man. It's way too freaking hard.
Wave.
Like, he's just walking in solo. They're all grouped. It looks so awkward. It looks so awkward. What the hell do they do? They can't start off like this.
So GAM may
if GAM can potentially find a turn securing game one, that's
I mean, Rumble's item's actually good for him to take. My main thing is, like, I almost want Rumble to TP bot. Like, or I want Rumble to TP and get there, and also Corki's very late. And Corki's getting nothing. So for me,
will be up, but it's going to be close on the mount. The risk of is that the wave was quite far away, but Emo needs to be very careful.
Again, it cost them the equalizer.
It's gonna write a minute
oh,
and 20
so
seconds.
frustrating.
Imagine that the equalizer.
Because for me,
I mean, actually, still sitting on
the timing of how this lands, like, it's a minute 10. So Corki definitely thinks he can just do this, right?
The coffin for securing game one.
Absolutely agree. You know, when you're 5K,
and they have 3 here already, so it kind of confuses me that when Alistar showed here. Oh, dude, this is just why. This is the reason. It's the support tempo. So I was not a big fan of Elio in the games I watched, especially when he was on, like, engaged picks. Outside of just, like, really poppy. When they do this move, they should be guaranteed to get vision down here. Also, they do need to get vision here in case they do it. So he has 2 jobs to figure this shit out, right? Currently, it's easier for him to get some vision on bot side right now, like, because he knows he's ahead of this situation. They have a blue trinket. So I think the easiest thing to do for him is to do bot and then top and blue Nash. This is probably your best bet, you know? And you're going to contest Baron, and it's going to be awkward, but it's going to be better than how you can test Dragon. Because he gets nothing. Like, look at the vision that you end up getting. It's really not a lot. He still has 3 wards. Now he's finally moving in. Okay, he's in. So why does he go right back sitting on the wave? Doesn't make any sense. Like, they should have the boys here already to poke them. They should be getting chipped right now, but they're not. So this is where they're failing, and this is why it's awkward, is because they did not successfully defend the vision when they had tempo. And yes, you are behind. Yes, it's going to suck, but this is just what you have to do. And then by the time they do actually try to walk in, it's so awkward because this is an awful choke to fight in for them. Yeah, and they just get killed, and then that's it. That's literally the game. The game ends right there. They lose Baron. Ben just walks up. They have a
And they
ward
find
on
a way in
mid.
to try to seal away this Baron.
No flash on Varus, no flash on Corki, no flash on Rumble.
Teleport coming out there from Kiaya, but here comes
Picked
Knight
off the
one more
Varus.
time.
Perfect
Base
ulti
one,
by
Base try to push
Bin.
their way in. Artemis is left out to the wolves, and he's gonna get bit in half as Base one pushing back.
That guy's dead.
Emo's dead as well. They're trying to end the game right here, right now. They get a third, and they're on the
And that's
mark.
it. That's literally the ball game. And so really, what you can mostly take from this is that, does BLG some of their team fighting look better? Yes. I think the coordination of some of their fights looks better. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. The bad thing is that their assignments and some of their macro points, even when ahead against a weaker team, like probably the weakest team in this tournament, is not up to snuff. And that's really worrisome because you're not going to be able to do that against the teams who actually do play well. So my MVP of this game, honestly, I think it's On. I think On had a lot of good looks. I think the worst player, unfortunately, was a couple. You know, I want to say Elio, but also Elio did, like, because Elio was at least trying to make shit happen, you know? He was trying to make shit happen. Levi was kind of confused what to do. It might be Emo. Honestly, it might just be Emo. Because this guy was just absolutely insignificant in everything he was doing. And yeah, like, Elio was not the greatest either, but at least he was trying. But it was a bit of a support div. And as a, I don't know if I'm going to watch too many more of these, of GAM versus BLG. But yeah, I'm hoping to see something better from BLG in the future.